What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So we got an exciting day today. We're going to be installing a Holley Sniper EFI on the 67 Mustang. Chris went ahead and he ripped off the carburetor already and a couple vacuum lines and stuff like that, and he went ahead and sat the new head unit, which is still essentially a carburetor style fuel injection like TBI setup. So definitely looks really clean on it so far. So we're gonna definitely walk through the whole process, tell you what needs to happen, what needs to be done. So it's definitely gonna be like a step-by-step process. So hope you guys enjoy.
All right, so we have all the Holley stuff pretty much unboxed. We've got fuel injection harnesses, miscellaneous fuel fittings, filters, pumps. Pretty much comes with everything you need to convert it over. This car, I just realized, I thought it had an electric fuel pump in it, but it doesn't. So it runs, this is just carbureted, which it runs it very well the way it is, but the guy wants to switch it out to EFI, but it has a mechanical fuel pump. You can see it down here. So we're gonna have to get a block off plate for that as well. But your first step, pretty much something like this, it's going to be undoing your throttle linkage and your fuel lines, pulling the old carburetor off, and setting the new spacer and gaskets on for the EFI unit to go on there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on, and I'll check in back with you inside. All right, so I went ahead and got the unit installed with the adapter plate, the spacer for the carburetor that came with the kit, the studs, both gaskets on the intake and that, and then install this. Now we're working on getting the vacuum lines routed to the vacuum advance for the distributor and the brake booster, and then we have to get the block off plate, and then we'll move on to the fuel system.
All right, so went ahead and got the breather mounted. Unfortunately, the stock stud kit for the carburetor didn't match up with this, so I went ahead and got some 1/4" all thread and just threaded through and trimmed, and it worked pretty well. So let's move on to the next step. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and drill the hole for the O2 sensor for the Holley, and I went ahead and marked the spot right here. You can kind of barely see it. Drill a hole right here at 10 degrees. So you can, the Holley will actually self-tune. So let's get that done real quick. Alright guys, so I went ahead and get all the wiring done. Just kind of tidied up everything because everything was all over the place and just kind of like tucked in and hidden. But I like to kind of like go with a clean look, so went ahead and hit all the wires and everything, put the fuse back there with the solenoid and everything, and gonna keep moving on it. Definitely making some big progress today on the Sniper, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the fuel system and the drop-in pump. So it's a return style, which is pretty nice. So let's go ahead and get that done. So yeah, it was pretty much full, and I ran out of containers, so I had to sacrifice one of our water jugs, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drain all this stuff, and then get moving on the fuel system today, and hopefully we can probably get a fire up today. Alright guys, wanted to give you a quick update on the fuel system. Got all the lines ran for the return and the feed. Got the filter, that's after filter, pre-filter, and then the pump right here. Had the power line coming through from into the Holley, and then did a vacuum, ground source right here. Ran the fuel lines up into the return style hat, and then I wanted to mention too, if you're using a mechanical fuel pump, you're going to want to do a block off plate for the mechanical fuel pump, and you can get a RPC like I did right here. Part number right here is, little focus, R2058, and that's the block off plate that you're going to want to use after taking the mechanical fuel pump out.
Same as a big block Chevy.
Yeah, it's the same as a big block Chevy. And don't worry about buying a gasket. It comes with a gasket with the block off plate. So, and that'll go right in there. I don't know if you'll see it or not. It's a little chrome piece right there. So, yeah. We're moving along. We should probably have it started up sometime soon. We're still waiting on parts for the clutch and the slave cylinder. And, but we'll probably get it fired up before then. So, alright, let's get to it. Alright, so we got everything wired up and it's ready to go. Chris is going ahead and he's just kind of doing a preloaded setting for it right now on the display. How's it coming?
I guess, alright. Just reading.
So, we should probably have a fire up here soon. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that clip. It was chopping away, so I went ahead and tucked in some of the wires and got it all cleaned up in the engine bay. We're going to figure out a couple of scenarios for the air cleaner. It kind of is pretty close to the hood. But yeah, so it was chopping away. I'm pretty happy with it. We're going to do some tuning on it later on, probably in another video. Maybe not, I don't know. But I'm pretty happy with it.
It runs. We can take the spacer off. It came with, I don't think we need a spacer. I don't know, it came with the kit, but if we pull the spacer off, the other air cleaner will fit perfectly.
Yeah.
So we'll probably just pull the spacer and see if it runs, so I don't know why it wouldn't. I think it'll work fine. It's the same. It's not an adapter or anything, it's just a spacer, 1-inch spacer.
Yeah.
So I would probably just pull that off.
So yeah, definitely leave a comment down below what you think of this. And leave us a like, a comment down below what you think of this car. It was a lot of fun building it, so we'll see you on the next one.